Attention Gen X, are you looking to retire comfortably? Can I ask you something? And I want you to really think about this for a moment. When did you stop believing in yourself? Not your kids, not your family. I mean you. Because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. When we were younger, we believed that anything was possible. We had ideas, we had energy, we had this quiet confidence that somehow things were going to work out. And then life happened. Bills showed up, responsibility stacked up, jobs became survival instead of purpose. And somewhere along the way, without even realizing it, we stopped betting on ourselves. We started playing safe. We told ourselves things like, I'm too old to start over. I'm not tech savvy enough. I missed my window. And if I'm being honest with you, I told myself those same things. For years, I worked long hours. I missed time with the people I care about the most. I felt like I was doing everything right, but getting nowhere that actually mattered. And the worst part? It wasn't just the exhaustion. It was the feeling that maybe this was it, that this was as good as it was going to get. Now, let me ask you something else. What if that's not true? What if the only thing that changed was what you started believing about yourself? Because here's what I've learned. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You don't need to be the most tech savvy person. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need a way back in, a way to start again, but this time smarter, not harder. That's exactly what I found. And no, I didn't go back to school. I didn't take another job. And I definitely didn't start calling friends and family trying to sell them something. I found a simple, automated way to build something of my own, something that didn't take over my life, but actually gave me some of it back. 2 hours a day. That was all it took. 2 hours. And slowly, something started to change. Not just my situation, but how I saw myself. I started to believe again, not in some hype or overnight success, but in the idea that I still had time, that I wasn't done, that I could still build something meaningful. And if you're sitting there right now, feeling stuck, feeling behind, feeling like maybe you've waited too long, I want you to hear this clearly. You didn't miss your chance. You just haven't found the right path yet. And listen, if this is hitting home for you right now, do me a favor. Click the link in my bio, enter your email, and watch the free videos. There's no pressure, no hype. Just see what's possible. Because the truth is, most people don't fail because they can't do something. They fail because they stop believing they could. And once that belief comes back, everything changes. You start making different decisions. You start seeing opportunities again. You start showing up differently. And that's when things begin to move. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. You're not too old. You're not too late. And you're definitely not done. So click the link in my bio, enter your email, watch the videos, and take that first step back towards yourself. And look, if this has spoken to you, make sure to follow me because I'm going to keep showing you what's possible one step at a time. And remember this, if you're tired of always being on, it's time to build something that works even when you don't.